Okay, let's look at the homework 5.4, 5.5, number 11. All right, so it looks like we have two parabolas, and this is just the x-axis. And you have a region, and we want to find the area of the region. All right, so let's do that. All right, first, looks like a first one, you can factor it out. So I'm going to go ahead and factor this guy out. So this is x minus 1 squared, right? And the second guy can be factored out too. It's actually kind of nice. X minus 9 squared, right? So the graph-wise, it's fairly easy to sketch. So you have x-axis, all right? And here's going to be a y-axis. I think I'm going to just put it right here, all right? Right. So remember that this is just a parabola with the shift to the right by 1 unit applied. So here's 1. So it's going to look kind of like that. Right. Ooh, oh, let's see, I messed it up. Or maybe I'll go like this. All right. So I'm going to just draw it like maybe like this. And hit here and come back up. Right. Something like that. Alright, so that's our first guy, number 1. Alright, no, so number 1, I meant, let's see, number 1. Alright, number 2 guy is the same thing. It's just that the shift is going to be 9 units to the right. So I'll just put a 9 around here. So, right, then it might not be the right scale, but so it's going to look kind of like this. Right. Right, we got the basic shape. Right, then the third one is y equals 0 is the same thing as the x-axis. So this is the second guy. Right, so we have enclosed region, which is right here. Right here. Right. So this is the region. Right. And we need to figure out where these two guys intersect right here. So we need to figure out, and it looks like symmetry, from symmetry, so it's going to be probably 5, but let's make sure. All right, so set these guys equal to each other. So you have x squared minus 2x plus 1, and set that equal to the second guy, which is x squared minus 18x plus 81. All right, there's x squared on the left and also x squared on the right. We can cancel those out. All right, then I'm going to add 18x to both sides. So that's going to be, let's see, 16x, which is equal to, and actually I have to subtract 1 to subtract 1, so that the 1's going to be on this side. So 18x is on this side and 1's going to be on the other side. So 81 minus 1 is 80. All right, then we can just divide the equation through by 16 to get x equals 80 over 16 would be 5. All right, so as we guessed, this is 5 right there. All right, so we have two regions that we need to look at. So here's the first region. I'm going to call it A1. And second region, I'm going to call it A2. All right, A1 is bounded below by the x-axis, bounded above by the first parabola, and A2 bounded below by x-axis, but bounded above by the second parabola. All right, so that's why we separate those two. All right, so let's find the area A1. So A1 is going to be, so it's going to be an integral from 1 to 5. So 1 to 5, right? and the top curve is just x squared minus 2x plus 1, right? Bottom curve is y equals 0. You don't really have to write it, but I'll write it minus the bottom curve, 0. Right? So you do dx, right? Then we just have to evaluate that. So it's going to be equal to, all right, so antiderivative of x squared would be x cubed over 3 minus 2, right, and x squared over 2. Antiderivative 1 is just x. Right, antiderivative 0 is a 0, I mean a constant, but we're not going to have to put that. So here, from 1 to 5, right? Then just plug, oh, actually 2 and q cancel out, right? Then plug in, right? So you have 5 cubed, so 125 over 3. Right, plugging 5, so minus 25, right, plus 5, right, minus, plugging 1, so it's 1/3, right, and plugging 1 here, so it's 1 squared, so minus 1, and plus 1, all right. So 1, negative 1 and 1 cancel out, and so maybe you put these two guys together. So you have 125 over 3 minus 1 over 3. So it's going to be 124 over 3, right? And then we can just put the 5 and this guy together. So that's going to be negative 20. So minus 20 is equivalent to minus, let's see, 20. So it's going to be 60. So 60 over 3. Right? So that's going to be 64 over 3. Right? So that's the area of A1. So let's find A2. Right? And I have a feeling that it's going to be exactly the same number, but let's try that. So it's integral from 5 to 9, right? 5 to 9, right? Then the top guy is x squared minus 18x plus 81, right? Minus 1 and dx. Right? Then take the antiderivative, right? X cubed over 3 minus 18 times x squared over 2 plus 81x. And going from 5 to 9, right? Then plug it in. Right, actually first again, 18 and 2 cancel out, so that'll be 9, right? So we have that. All right, so plug in 9 here. 9 times 9 is 81, and 81 times 9 would be, say 9 times 1 is 9, 72. So 729 over 3, and a big number. Minus, plug in 9 squared, so it's going to be minus 729, right? And plus, right, plug in 9, actually, 729, which is kind of nice because you can cancel those guys. Right, minus, right, plug in 5. So we've done this before, 125 over 3. Right, minus, actually this one's a little different, so it's a 9 times 25. So what's 9 times 25? So actually 225, let's do it. So 45, 18, so 225, right? So you have a 225 25, right, plus, right, 81 plus 5, so it's going to 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 8 is 40, so 405. Alright, so let's simplify this. So you will get, right, so I'm going to combine these two guys. Right, so that's going to be, okay, 7 minus 1, 6, 2 minus 2 is 0, and 9 minus 5, 4, over 3. Alright, so this is going to be negative 225 and a 405, so that's going to be plus, let's see, 5 minus 5 is 0. Right, 0 minus 2, so that's going to be 8, and it's going to be 3 minus 2, so it's going to be 1. Right, so we are so actually subtracting, sorry, there's a negative sign there, so subtracting, oops, I can't erase it, so erase that. Right, subtracting 180, so that's going to be, right, 604 minus, right, I have to multiply by 3, so 0, 24, alright, 3 times 1 is 3, so 540 over 3, right, so this is going to be 64 over 3, alright, so we have that. Alright, so that area that we are looking for is the combination of those two guys, so it's going to be A is going to be A1 plus A2, which is going to be 64 over 3 plus another 64 over 3, which is going to be 128 over 3. Right? So that's the area. Right? Let's see, let's plug it in. Okay, so the correct region is 1 and 9, so this must be it. Right, then answer is 128 over 3. Right, so let's check the answer. Alright, so we came back and looks like we got these guys correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.